figure this thing out and put it into some sort of a package so they could teach it to their students. That's extraordinary. That's extraordinary stuff. That's the stuff I was after. I was trying to find, what did these guys teach? What did Mulder teach? What did Billy Gladstone teach? What did George Lawrence Stone teach his students? What did Henry Adler teach his students? What did Murray and Richard teach their students? I'm learning it now from you for the last 5 years.
Just to properly represent, for instance, Dennis Chambers. When I first came out here, I went to hear Vinny playing. It was in Westwood, I think, the UCLA area, very well-to-do area, and it was a club where there was a curtain, and then the restrooms were behind the curtain. So the bandstand was in front of the curtain, and so I could pry open the curtain and was right behind Vinny. And I'm looking out, and I see that, oh, just Dennis Chambers and Clayton Cameron. Well, after the gig, they all hung out with me and helped me with my technique. There were no secrets. It was absolutely a lovely moment. It was a little round table, and I was honored to be there. So, but I know what you mean. Murray was not interested in making a book because every student is different, but he was happy to document it. He was happy to have people come in. I've got recordings, my Walkman cassettes, and Dick, of course, was as well. I was just watching Dick Wilson teaching me back in 1994.
Yeah.
And it's fun to go back. Nothing's changed. It's just like I remember. Jeepers creep. It's like sitting at the knee of Brahms or something. Okay, so let's take a look at, why don't we warm up? Let's see. We've been working on stick control, right? I had you just learning to make motions, upstrokes and downstrokes, right? If you went to page, do you have accents and rebounds?
Yeah, I do. Let me get it. It's in this pile somewhere.
Yeah, that's good. Let me get it. Hey, that makes sense that you would have a lot of books and that.
Yeah, I've got hundreds of them, Kevin.
I get it, and that's cool.
It is.
All right. So let's see.
Older.
Go. Go to page. Go to go to page. Go to page 6.
Yeah.
I wonder why I didn't do it up there. That's good. Give me a little. I have upstroke and upstroke markings in here. That's good. Okay.
Well, there's a newer version that has up and downstroke markings in it.
Oh, that's what you meant. That's real hip. I don't know that.
This one here that I have. I bought this back in 1995, something like that.
So that's the older version.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see how accurate that is. But that's really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'd like to get my hands on a newer copy just to see.
Good
thing to use.
They have it at Pro Drums. They must.
Yeah.
I have to get used to this grip. Okay, so before we put on the metronome, we're looking at, we're using this book in a way that helps you learn the Spivack approach to playing upstrokes and downstrokes, right? So let's just take a look at you figuring out where the motions are. That's a major aspect of this technique. We need to really honor, if we're going to use this technique, we need to honor this upstroke downstroke concept. Okay, and so just go ahead and play the first line for me.
Which one? Exercise 25?
Yeah, we're on page 6. Play the first line.
Okay. Is there a specific tempo that you want me to play that? Or?
No, I didn't want the metronome on. I just want you to just enjoy the process of discovering the motions. And just go back to the top, just take the first setting. So, pardon me, I'm going to do this. I'm going to write in, and you should too. I'm going to take the time. The diligent student makes the most diligent teacher, I'd like to hope. So we have right, left. Where's the first upstroke going to be?
Right. The first upstroke is going to be that right on beat 2, or we're in cut time. So the and of says cut time.
Yeah, well, we're gonna play this in 4. We're gonna.
Yes, the beat 2. That's where that first upstroke happens on beat 2.
Okay. I believe you're right. That's what you'd see dictating. With no sticks in his head. Oh, he's writing. And then you have another up in the second bar.
Yeah, so in the second measure, ups on the end of 1.
The 2 ups in the second bar. And the third bar. Up. Up, set final ending, up, and then another up in the right, and if we're lucky, the second line will be the mirror image of it, so it's easy. You can just look up and know where you wrote. So you only really need to figure out the ups on every other line, right? So we're just looking at the first line. We'll start there. Okay. So, and I have to do this. I have to do this too. You know, I've got that tune. What is it? Da 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 da. But do a. Yeah, I need to. I have to figure out how to play that. This would be an accent. Up. Up. So you'd have to, and if you wanted to keep singles going in between, you have to, so it's smooth, right? You want it to be smooth. You want to go, and that's what they would say about drummers. Typically, you know, they play stiff and jerky, right? Yeah. And that was his thing. You don't want to play stiff and jerky. So that's where this upstroke and downstroke thing is so beautiful. Is the upstroke prepares you for the downstroke, so it's like you're always planning ahead. Nothing is a surprise. Everything has a preparation, and there's a smoothness, therefore. Okay, so go ahead and play the first bar.
Just the first measure.
No metronome. Let me
Okay.
see. Yeah, let me see it. Okay, you can play it over and over, but I didn't. Maybe that would be.
I don't know. You said play the first measure. So. I mean, I can play the whole.
Free, 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 you get a note for free. See? So if you're doing it right.
Yeah.
It's so important to figure this out. So we have a downstroke. We have a downstroke, and then we have an upstroke, and then we have a downstroke and a downstroke, and then a little tap. So let's see that. Yeah, just go ahead and play the first part over and over.
Well, just the first measure? Okay.
Play the first measure over and over. If you get just that right. Keep playing. Just do this with me. Do this with me. So do that in your left. Well, it's cool to take this bar by bar. Maybe we'll only do the first couple lines or something. Kind of cool. A little bit like an extension of Murray's up and downstroke page.
Yes. I wouldn't mind practicing the whole page.
Well, one thing at a time. Let's coming along. So, just to review, right? What we want to get happening is a proper downstroke so that we can feel the up, and the upstroke has a release, right? So the up is for free. But if we don't get the downstroke right, there can't really be an up that would be an up based on this technique. It'll be some other thing. So first we want to just get that idea of a throw. So we want to get that throw right so that once we get a throw, we can get a release. That's free. That's free. That's free. That's free. That's free. Yeah, you see, that's what you're, but here's what you're doing. You touch, and then you go up. You touch and you go up.
You just want this, right? You just want that. That's where I'm releasing the wrist.
Stay with me now. Stay with me. First, we need to get the throw. It's okay. I don't mind you chiming in, but it'll go faster actually if you just. But I get it. I know this can be confusing. So we need to get that throw. We need to get that throw. Now there's a Dick Wilson throw. He's going up like this. Wrist, you're just going to go up. No, don't even make a note. Just go on up. They're just kind of hanging there, right? Richard Martinez would call this the center of the universe. Fixed point. Dick Wilson would say, you leave the bead down when you go up. Now, the forearm isn't going to go down with the Dick Wilson style throw until you turn your wrist to the ceiling.
Let me plug in, Kevin. Hold on.
Joe, I'm trying to develop some momentum here. Now, in the left hand, for those interested, not set up for it, but we have open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Not set up for it properly, but you get the idea. And that's where Murray and Dick would say the left hand is the right hand on the side because you're still getting same kind of muscular action. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. So you have to feel that. But first, to get that, we need to have a proper throw. So I was in the midst of giving you the Spivack. No, I was talking about the Dick Wilson's throw. Because it seems as though they were. And when I asked Dick about it, he said, I'm doing what Murray, the same thing. I'm doing what Murray taught. But I never asked him, well, how come Murray in the video? I had never seen the video, and I didn't remember that Murray. But yeah, Murray, and I talked to a couple of students, and so their throws seemed a little different. I remember talking to Jack LeCompte about, because he studied with Murray, and so this is an interesting aspect. But although there's a slight difference seemingly, and it's possible that as it gets smaller and smaller, there's no difference whatsoever. But when you really blow it up, they had ways of describing it to. They would blow it up, and it would seemingly be different. The Dick would go up. So do this with me, and you feel like the stick is just. He'd say, feel it just hanging there. Yep, there you go, just hanging there, isn't it? Right. And until we start to cock to the ceiling, we're not going to feel the forearm come down. All you have to do is cock with this, and you see what you always, it was pretty good, but you always want to go up a little more and spoil it, because now you're dragging the bead up, and it doesn't do that. The bead never goes up while the arm is going up. It doesn't work that way for the Wilson throw. It stays down, the bead stays down. See, forearm's gone up. Now, as we raise the bead, the forearm goes down. We get right back to the floor. Try it. That's good. There. You're nice and straight. Do that again. It was very good. Now you see you're not dipping the bead, which is what you were doing earlier when you were playing. Now go ahead and cock your wrist and feel the forearm. Yeah, let it come all the way down. Let it come all the way down. No, you pulled up just a little bit at the end, and you lifted the bead up as your forearm went up. Bead goes up to the ceiling, your forearm's going to go down. You see? That's a very different thing. That's like an entirely different machine. Like, I don't know, I'm trying to imagine. some kind of leverage system. And one is meant for this, and the other is meant to do something very different, right? But for the snare drum technique, we're looking for this specific leverage system, to use this system in such a way that we are countervailing on the way up. The beat is going down, the wrist is going down, but it's going up. Forearm's going up, but we're pointing down. Now it's going to work backwards. None of this whatsoever, or you've spoiled it. Now you're going to cock to the ceiling, and the forearm's going to go down at the very last minute, like that. It catches up. Okay, do that on the left. Oh, come on. Leave the beat down. Okay. Just let it hang there. Just let it hang there. Now, relax your arm. Oh, okay, it's not too bad. Now you're just going to countervail. Beat goes up. Yeah, you don't need to add any special sauce. See, it just went up. No special sauce. It's just going to do that. What? This is going to do that. It's going to do that. Try again. To think of that forearm ain't going to come down until you bring the beat up. And then it's going to just like that. Now time it. Dick Wilson would say it's about the timing. Get the timing. Timing's better in the right. Right now. Oh, you have to come on up. You don't see, you want to make it one big thing. You don't like the idea of a machine that goes up like this and then goes down like that. Or it goes down like you want it to do something else. You're gonna get the contraption to do something else. Yeah, and now it just goes the other way. Better? Time it a little better. Forearm didn't seem to come down. Let's do it together once. No, that's you. Just this is not it. I'm exaggerating just a little bit, not that much actually. You kind of like to do this. Watch. It's not. It's turning your wrist to go up. It's not this thing that you think it is. It's a wrist turn this way, and the arm goes in a particular direction if you focus on the wrist. And then it's a wrist turn that way, and the arm goes a particular way, and it's just a wrist. It's a wrist turn. It's watch. Stay with me. It's a wrist turn. It's a wrist turn. Stay with me. It's a wrist turn. It's not this. See, this is not a wrist turn. That's not a wrist turn. This is a wrist turn. This is a wrist turn. Like that. You can do it in the right. And you don't have to see a wrist turn? Wrist turn. See, that's simple. Wrist turn. That's a keeper. Don't do anything else. The first one was a little bit better, but you got it. So you're just going to think of that. It's a wrist turn. You see? And in that sense, you went kind of up and your arm didn't come down. You turn your wrist and your arm will just, no, you don't have to go up and in. It's a wrist turn and a wrist turn. Wrist turn. That was beautiful. Boom. Boom, boom. And without trying to get the energy to run out to the bead, it is running out to the bead, just based on this motion. It doesn't feel like you're trying to whip it. That's why he's telling students, using metaphors like a whip, they end up doing what you're doing. They want to whip it. You get the whip just by making this cool motion. And the energy does go, whoop. It ends up, it is whip-like, but it's not the way we think of a whip. Okay, go ahead and play the first bar. Now, you can keep that in mind now, what we just worked on. Okay, now what I want you to do is, you've got this happening, right? You've got this to this. So now, when we touch, we're just feeling the release, which is nice to know. Yeah, we're touching and turning our wrist. We're just turning our wrist. We're here where you were when you went like this. See, but we just touched on the way up, and we're here. We're done, done, done. You can come up a little more. Come on. Come on. Turn your wrist, get to the surface as you, not bad. Pretty good. Do you feel nice and open? Nice and open? Kind of open, right? Now do that thing where which you've been successful at today, and just get back to the surface. You should keep the hand closed. You feel it? Up. Very nice up. Go ahead and make it down. Yeah, I feel some closure there without making a note on the way up. But go ahead, because you've already made a note down, so your hand is closed. And then it releases. Release and make a note, but you got to get up. Come on. Oh, come on, you have to tap, though. I want to hear a tap. Don't twist. Make that motion and just feel the relaxation. Not bad. Now cock your wrist the way you did. Don't go up anymore. You're closed. Open. Go on, up. Come on. Are you doing this? See, you don't relax your hand. That's what Dick Wilson is telling me. It had to do with another stroke. He says, you're going to keep your middle finger so stiff, you're not going to feel this. Fascinating watching it in times or in retrospect. And you're closed. Okay? So you're going to go close, close, turn up, close, 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 turn up, close, 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 turn up, close, 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 turn up. No, you won't get it doing that. You won't get it doing this. You won't feel what I'm trying to have you feel. So see if I can play on this tiny little surface. Oh my God. And I play traditional on this surface. Let's see. Got a good start. Close, turn up. Close, 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 turn up. Close, close, right? Squeeze, release. Squeeze, 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 release. Squeeze, squeeze. Now Murray, his throws would be a little different. He'd get to here and he'd really turn up more, right? You've seen him in the video? Dick would have you get to here and not have the arm follow it up in that way. Dick, which I believe is more efficient, would have you simply get to here, and this has got to happen even with Murray as it gets smaller. There is no time to be having, but Dick would just have you get to here. See the stick's laying in your hand, and you're going to land on the middle finger when you get to the surface as your hand. Damn thing. As your hand closes. Go ahead. Yeah. So go ahead and play the first bar over and over. Close, turn up. Ew. Close. We're so. Okay, so where are we? We're at 48. Metronome at 48. Let's see. Came up after. You're up. You don't get to come up anymore. Turn up. Close. No. Gotta get. It's hard when you're throwing in a row. It's hard enough getting the throw correct. Need the proper execution. Up. Close. Close. Oh, close. Release. Squeeze. Squeeze. Okay, do the other way. Go the other way. Go the other way. You're getting in the right direction. Just if you clutch with your back fingers and twist in any way, you won't feel the release. Yeah. Your hand will not feel this if you're doing this. And what we're trying to get is this. It's in the video that I texted it to you. It's on my YouTube channel for those of you interested. Richard Wilson. It's circa 1994. It's video number 1. I think there are 2 up. So you want to feel this, and you want to feel the closure or the closure. See how your forearm doesn't want to come down right away? Do that again on the side. But no, just like you were. Go on up. Now come down. That was good, but you still just want to give it a little extra juice up. The puppet master has brought you to this point. Remember puppet on a string?
Yeah.
He's not going to come up anymore. Coming up more will give you more weight. What he would do is he'd bring you up more so you'd have greater distance for more force, but you don't pull the whole thing up. Thinking that now you're going to make some kind of, you take it to here and then you drop it. No, yeah, so just you're here and then you're here. You went up again. Get to here. Puppet master has you. He's just going to drop your forearm and you're going to turn your wrist. No, you went up again. Get to here. Just get to here and let it fall on your leg. Still went up. Just let it fall. Yeah, there you go. There, because you want to do. Yeah, just let it. No, to hold it here. You don't have to do anything. You can just literally not do anything. You could lift your hand up and let it fall, and it would just do that, like that. So you didn't go up any. You're not trying to do it like that. And all you do, as Dick would say, and you turn your wrist as it falls, but you don't try to do a throw thing, even though we call it. You're getting it. You're getting it. Now play the bar leading left. What we're trying to see. So you can't. If you're trying to get. See, if you weren't doing this on the way up. When you lifted your hand up, you didn't go. You're not feeling how the body works, which is what Dick is describing in the video at one point. No, you have to get to the top and let it drop every time. You have to get to the top and let it drop. There it is. No, don't go up and then sweep. It goes up, down. No matter how fast it goes, it's up and down. Release. No, you don't get to touch and go up. It's one release. You just release. 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 There you go. Good. Oh, okay. Now how about go ahead? Yeah, it's just so simple. You know, could you play that faster? Instead of put it up to at 48. Put it up to 60. What would happen? Really slow. Right? Because it will work that way. You'll get the same thing. Up, squeeze, squeeze. Up, squeeze, 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 release, squeeze. You can see my hand? It's open and closed and closed. Kind of easy to see in the tradition. Squeeze, release, squeeze, 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 right. Let the back fingers go. It's a 3-finger grip. There it is, better. Yeah, that was good. Release. See, it just hangs in there. You don't clamp them in. You'll ruin it. Don't twist. Go the other way. Release. Release. See how you're not turning to the ceiling? You're just releasing. Release. See, it's for free. All you're doing is just doing this. You're not doing anything. You're just releasing and you get a note. Release. Go Don't give me the twist. Release. See the release has like there's like a stop, isn't there, of some sort. See, it always has to go to, you can't do this. It goes release, release, there, straight up, and relax your back fingers. See? It goes right to there for every throw. Right to there for every throw. Right to, come on, where's it going? There. It's got to go there. No, only your first one goes to the right place, right there. How come you, see, at this speed, you can't do it, huh? It goes there. It goes there, right to there. Right to there. Right. Let me see. Let's see. Look, right to there. Right to there. Right to there. Right. You need to play a note to feel getting right to there. Why can't you not make a note and get right to there? There's a moment where it seems to stop. Just, don't you see it? See, you get it for this one, and then here's what you do. And you get it for this one, and then you do this. And not too much though. You're in that direction. So it's just, but you can do this. Squeeze, release, goes to there. It goes to there. It goes to there. It goes to there. It goes to there. It's the left. It's the left we're working on. See, the right goes up a little straighter. Come on, get all the way up for your release. It release. No, not. I want to release. I want you to get to here, not a little release here and then follow it up that way. I just want you to release. Like that. Now, see where you get to? And you relax your back fingers. You caught yourself. Now do that in the left. Come on. Release. Release. There. That's where you go to. Now, make a downstroke. You want it to come up a little, but okay. Now, this time, it goes to there. And now it throws again. Not going up anymore. You don't have time to go up anymore. Once you're now you got to come down. This is going to get fast. You don't have time to come up anymore. It's inefficient. Just this much more up. No time. Up. Okay. Up. You went up again. It's just squeeze, a release, squeeze. Go on. Okay. Now play the exercise and see if you can get to here when you don't play an upstroke. Can you? Can you get to here without an upstroke? We've done it over and over. Yeah. And now this time go up. Just come down. This time go up and make an upstroke.
We'll get a note, okay.
Right, then come down, make a note. This time go up and don't make a note. See, has to get to there and come down. It's the exact same thing. The only difference is you're just tapping on the way up. Okay, one more time. Go for it. No, I meant play this, put the metronome over at 60. Go straight up, release. There, don't go up anymore. It only goes up. Up. See, come up more for your release. Up to there. No, it's got to come up. Release. There. Don't come up anymore. Just get to here. Okay, so we're getting it's a little fast for you, I guess, which is cool. See your top range. Very fluid thing. Okay, so you're getting the idea. Right hand is a little bit more together than your left. One last, let's blast it. Let's metronome at 8. Now metronome at 80. Just to see what happens. Strangely enough, sometimes something will be easier to speak, but we'll see. We don't know. Nice setup, man. Okay, now you see what's happening? Every time you go up, you dip. Every time you go up, you dip. But maybe I'm, let's see. See, I don't want you dipping. Even when I make my upstroke, look, even when I make my upstroke, I wouldn't call it a dip. I make a tap, but watch. Up, up. See where it waits? Right there for a minute. There's no dipping. So what's happening with you at this speed is you're doing this. Dip, 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 then you go up without making a tap, but you dip, 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 dip. But that's not what we want. No dipping. It's just hang in there. See, hang. See, you can see it every time. Hang. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze for free. Note for free, note for free, note for free. Okay? So you're getting it. 80. You can fiddle with it. You can have fun playing with it at 80, but I really suggest like 60. One more time. Try it at 72. They can't dip. Now you're thinking about it. Hey, don't dip. Don't dip. 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 Don't. Ah, there. Come on. You have to keep it there. Focus on it. Can't. There. Almost. Come on. Release and don't dip. Come on. Come up to that space. There you go. Hang. It's not hang. It's dipping. Hang. It's got to hang right there. Hang. Oh, hang. There it is. Go the other way. You can almost do 72. Do the other way. Think of the hanging. Hang. Even if you're making a tap, hang. It hangs there. Hang. There you go. Hang. That helped you. The hanging thing. Okay. That was 16. That's good. Better. 72. No 80. 72 is enough. Let's not wreck the system, you know. We don't want to blow the engine on this thing. All right, that's good. Okay. All right, so you're starting to feel that. Pardon me. Now, we're looking at the single drag, right? All right. Close here. I should probably start writing exercises up and down motions based on my tunes, you know. Da 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 da. Now that's tricky. Are you going to throw for all those da 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 da? Da 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 da, or are you going to go da 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 da? There's your up. Da 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 up, please. See how that would work in real life? Da 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 da. You're busy with your music stand, which is kind of like a homage to the CN Tower. It's way up there. You're like the guys with the cymbals way up here. Right. Okay. Let's take a look at the single drag. Now, how is this going to relate to the single drag? It will, right? We just spent all that time just on getting this. So I wanted to get to singles too. All right. Okay, so I had you at 54. So let's hear it at 54. Squeeze, release, squeeze, up, release, up, squeeze, release, up, 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 release, release, you see the release? Release. See it? What we just worked on. It works really cool because squeeze for free, for free, for free, for free, for free. So all I'm really doing, it just feels like I'm just doing that. And then I get for free, for free, for free, and for free. Because the up is the release here. Release, 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 squeeze, release, squeeze, release, release. It's like two releases, isn't there? Do it again, keep going. See, you notice I'm not really turning for that note. See, well, it's this. Watch. And just watch my right. We're both doing it. See, I'm not turning for that note. I'm just letting it drop. I'm squeezing. I'm letting it drop. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. See? I'm not turning to the ceiling. I'm getting it for free. You could play it maybe the other, but I'm getting that note for free. You're turning for it. So you're constricting your potential for speed, or restricting because you're constricted. No. After you make your blow, you drop it. You release. You release only what you squeeze, Dick would say. You release only what you squeezed. Release. Release. You don't turn to the ceiling, it's not a release. A release is not turning to the ceiling, because this will take some energy. There's nothing wrong with turning your wrist like this, but I'm hipping you to the fact that once you make your blow, as Marie would call it, a release is, see, you don't have to do anything. It's nothing. You're just letting it go. You're letting go what you just squeezed. Do it. Go ahead. Release, 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 release. Oh, it's coming along a little better. A little bit better. Just release. Okay, it's coming along a little better. And remember, the up is also for free, but the up has to be the release that gets you to here, like we just worked on. And then your release, the note after you squeeze just gets dropped. Drop, drop, Okay, I feel better?
Yeah.
Kind of cool, huh? Okay, so let's see, and we're not, that speed is fun right now. I want you to feel that. This isn't about speed. So let's take a look at the next iteration, the one in 3/8. Let's check that out. See, you've lost what you just had. Squeeze, just let it drop. Drop, 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 release, release, release. Relax your back fingers in the right. You'll clamp down, you won't feel the release. You'll always be squeezed. Better, isn't it? Getting better. Let's see. So where are you? Where are you there? You were at 54. So go ahead and put it up to. We got you up to 72, almost. I think we got you to 80. Maybe. So try put it at 72. Look how easy that is. Today. Now you gotta play that on a drum set. One hand on the cymbal, it'll sound cool. Drop, drop. When you play the up, I want you to say up. And you know the up has a release, right?
Up, 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 up.
I want you to say squeeze when you squeeze.
Squeeze up, squeeze up.
No, just squeeze.
Squeeze, 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 squeeze.
Now give me the release. They release.
Release, 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 release.
No. You're right. That is a release. I wanted the other release. There's two releases. So we're calling one of the releases an up. And then you started to do the same. You started to label the up a release. And you're correct. See where this can get kind of like.
Yeah.
That becomes an equivocation, or they're actually the same thing. The release happens after the squeeze. I'm talking about the release after the squeeze.
Oh, okay. So this is the squeeze.
Where's the release? Forgotten already? No.
That's a release there, followed by the up.
I really got you thinking. Release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release.
Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release.
Say the release. 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 No, it's not the. No. Maybe. No, now you got me. Hold on. Release. 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 Tap. Tap. It's the tap. Well, maybe you call it but it's not a tap. It's the release. You call it a tap. Release. Tap. 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 Okay, just go back. So you got the squeeze. you've got the little release after the squeeze. I'm in the right. And then you've got the up, release, up, squeeze, up, release, up, squeeze, release, up, squeeze, release, up. So now you're splitting the mind and just analyzing one hand at a time, or you could label the other hand, right? Try it again. Up, up. Just say the up. Call it an up. You're right, it's a release. Now you can't just see you're losing it now. You can't just go back to.
I know.
No, it's this very specific thing. Up, release, up, release, up, release, up, squeeze, release, up, and just keeps doing the squeeze and release over and over. Squeeze, release. So you're losing it now because your upstroke, if you remember, has to do the two, and you're up for this upstroke, unlike what we worked on earlier in accents and rebounds. The up is two notes, isn't it? Up, two notes. Up, two notes, and it gets to here. Just like the one in accents and rebounds. I said you're going to release and get to here. Oh, look, you went straight up and you went like this. And I said, the forearm goes down when you do that. And you had it. No, you got your back fingers fixed. You're fine. You got to get to there. Go ahead, come down. Okay, make a squeeze. Now, just play two notes going up. No, no. This is definitive. It's a this and then that. Got to get to here. You got to get the release. You got to get the release. Here. Now you're going to squeeze, tap. No, just make the tap now. Okay, go. You're ready to squeeze. Downstroke, squeeze, tap. Oh, no. Where's the little tap? Squeeze. Don't go up or further. Now just let it fall. Release. Come on, why did it twist? It's this. It's not this. It's the release. It's flat. Now just let it. You're just going to let it fall, which you've had an opportunity to do. You're squeezing and letting it just fall. All you have to think of is not turning to the ceiling. Just let go of what you squeezed. Don't make a big thing out of it. Look. You didn't even know. And then you're going to do two up from there after you got your little tap, and you're going to do it again. Tap. Over.
I see. See how that'll work in a musical setting? And I guarantee. Yeah, you got it. It's better. Okay, this is your top tempo. Are we 72? 72, but it's starting to come along. If you really focus on that stuff, you got this. You're not just dropping a little release, means you're not feeling the release, which means you're probably not feeling the squeeze. So you've got to get each of the, there's only 3 elements, but they've got to be perfect. No, I feel that release there. I really do.
Well, we'll see. If you really did, then why aren't you just getting your little tap? There's no words that can prove to me. The only thing that'll, there, just drop it. Squeeze, now tap, 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 tap. Release. Yeah, it's come. See, it's starting to come. That means you're actually doing it. It means you're feeling it. Yeah, it's much more clean. It'd be the same. And you can put that on the drum set and it'll sound stable. Other musicians will know what they'll be able to feel that, right? And I guarantee you, not that we can't do it, but remember, you had an idea in your head. You had an idea in your head. Yeah, don't get carried away. But you can see where I know. If you really focus on each of these parts, speed will be no problem. But so this let me put a bow on it here, right? So I've got you fascinated. It's like, oh my God, I've never seen a drumstick before. What is this? And so the idea that many drummers have, and you typically have had, is that when I play cymbal time, I do this something. You got something you're going to do. I kind of no connection to anything else. It's just this is how I learned to play cymbal time. It's French, so you take this da 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 watch, don't do anything. You got now, yeah, you can. Dick would say you can start to flick, and but you won't lose this. It won't become because take it, yeah, That could almost be cymbal time. You could get that going in a way that would kind of every time you have a downstroke and then two notes, you get the da da da. You get a da 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 somewhere. Da 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 da. And it starts to have that cymbal time kind of essence. And so it won't be about you with some fixed idea about how to play a ride cymbal. You'll just be taking this stroke and moving it around. And it won't matter once you start to get it. Yeah, if you're over here in French, you'll figure out a way to do it. But I'm just saying. So this is where the technique is going as it becomes used on the actual drum set, right? And so this is the essence of the Spivack technique, is that you're getting notes for free if you feel this stuff, which is the essence of twice the speed and half the effort.